Hello, Helvian here. We are back with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Phantom Blood. This is the final video for part one. They're doing the compendium, of course, and it only is only 3 volumes. It turns 5 volumes into three. So let's get into it. Yeah, JoJo's he's fighting these two guys that Dio resurrected, and they were like betrayed and stuff, so they have hatred for the world and they just want revenge and they just want to fight and out and they just want to vent by fighting or whatever. Um, and then Dio, I just want to get this guy uses his hair. That's kind of cool, I guess. I've seen hair be used a few times in media to fight. I know it's a jutsu for it in Naruto. I don't think it's really used in Bleach. Um, Maybe some other series. Yeah, that's kind of cool. This is definitely the earliest in media I've ever read it be used, so that's cool. Yeah, I think about this test that it's very tough, and these two guys are two of the only five that passed it. I don't know if these other guys are relevant, but yeah. But this guy, he was the only one to pass it, but without you just relying on brute strength. Uh, but he also uses his hair. It's cool. Um, I don't know. Remember if they say how it works. I'm not gonna read through everything to do it to check, but maybe it's Hamon. But um, dance macabre, yeah, dance macabre hair. One of the techniques. Maybe it's not Hamon, but I don't know. Anyways, now that they go underwater and then the Dio just leaves. Because Dio is so certain about that Buford wins as he's has an advantage underwater. But JoJo, he can't use his breathing techniques underwater since you can't breathe underwater. So he finds this, or he uses his science knowledge to know that there's like air under a rock, and he gets that. Just kind of cool. Although I'll just assume it's accurate. Okay, underwater turquoise blue overdrive. Haha. He cuts them up. Some gruesome stuff here, but yeah. Um, there's a no longer do. Okay, so he starts. Doesn't need this water anymore, and he fights regularly. Uses hair to do that. Um, so I guess it's not Hamon techniques. It's a weird paleontology stuff. Oh my god. Um, can't use his arms to do the Hamon. Okay. You only send out Hamon through extremities. I don't remember what that means. Anyways, he he's wrapped up in the wrap. He's wrapped by Pokemon wrap. That's the toughest move in Gen 1. No, this is yeah, I definitely did not find this volume to be that interesting. Yeah, there's just at least in this early part, it's just a lot of battling. And, saying, oh, there's the move, there's the shonen move, fighting move. Uh, you gain some respect for the zombies, but they're still zombies, so gotta fight them. But now Jojo he notes that it's meaningful that he now has pain since that was the thing the zombies don't feel. So yeah, um, because his body disintegrated because the Hamon brought back some of his pain. Um, so yeah, There was a nice death here. He used a bizarre piece, and then he changed the name of the sword from luck to uh, yeah. Now he disintegrated. What a bizarre fate! This is a bizarre adventure. Kill Dio, and then Tarkus, the other guy, comes back in. He steps on the armor, uh, a memento of his friend. And that's how JoJo knows this guy is evil. Zappelli gets hurt by this debris of the armor. Um, that's that's a bit too bad. Um, Zappelli, no, not Zappelli. Uh, is it Moon? That's crazy. The other kids, they're playing around. They find the zombie guys. That's cool. Poco wasn't lying. Yep. Uh, darkest hero code will kill even children. Definitely big bad villain guy. Yeah, he got beat. Uh, and he just an impressive show of strength. He does like obliterate this to a cliff, and now they're in like this castle area. There's like a training ground for knights. That looks pretty cool. And oh, he's beating up on these zombies guys. I forget. These are not zombies, right? They kind of look like zombies, but no, maybe. Um, I don't get. Oh no. Anyways, they drink blood. He drinks blood. They use this cool move, life magnetism overdrive, but it collects like leaves. Um, it makes like a cool thing. Is like fly. Yeah, leaves a giant living magnet. It's cool. Ah, I was like maybe not fly, but like glide. They do that. Um, uh, yeah. Very good question by him. I too be very confused if I was in this situation. And then Zappelli gets some story about learning Haman, the opposite of the mask stuff. Which is kind of cool. But yeah, basically the main thing here is that he learned about that he was doomed to die on this day, or that well he eventually realized that he comes to realize that this is the day. What's that? And Tarkus comes in um, in the big jump, and he comes into the stone wall. Uh, very determined, I guess. Yeah, he he's the guy. Okay, let's get through this. Yes, there's this chain death match. That's what they do, and then they try to get in. Um, each, but Jonathan is at a kind of a disadvantage here, I guess. Um, let this kid a does something very amicable because he's the only one who could fit. So yeah, Poco. Um, um, nice. I don't know, some like flashback. Yeah, he's remembering sister. His sister. We don't. Yeah. Very cool guy, Poco. Even though he got hit by the zombie, he managed to open the door. Uh, yeah, just find it odd that Targus didn't reveal like a technique to that like just so they took advantage of the room. Yep, Zimpelli comes in, his main backup. Unfortunately, Speedwagon can't do much here. Um, it was his fate. You know, he does realize that. Yep, this is the fate. A small child should open the gate. Um, he was fated to die here. No, it's Zimpelli, overdrive, move. Uh, Zimpelli, no. Ah. But he's still able to he passes the torch, which is cool. Ultimate deep pass overdrive. He gives his life energy, and JoJo got power up from the sacrifice of Zappelli. Uh, yeah, a lot of like what we today we call by the book shonen, but and this is way back. So I just realized it's like I didn't do the erase good enough. It's like blending into the bottom here. The bottom right here. Oh well, doesn't matter. Too much. Oh, I won't do it again, okay? I had to do the spread because there wasn't like a good color page I could find for this volume. And that's the original color page volumes aren't that high res. I It's not as good to use them. Yeah. Anyways, we got Turkus fight. Dojo's powered up. Very gruesome attack here. It's Shonen Jump wasn't playing around in the 80s, man. Let me tell you that. Oh man. He got and managed to do an eye attack, but you know, he still got it. Um, avenged the Pelly's death. Um, he's still talking somehow. Destroy the stone mask. We'll leave everything to you. No. Goodbye, Zappelli. Manly tear. Manly tear. Yeah, these guys see another zombie. JoJo rescues them from the kids, and these are guys that Zappelli brought back. Um, he he got caught off guard by this kick. Take this thunder split attack, yo! But he's an ally. He was just testing you. Um, yeah, we got Ton Petty, Dyer, and Strazo. Yeah, these are friends of Zappelli, and now Dio says he's the last guy up. Sort of last. Um, yep, Dio's doing more evil Dio stuff. And they kind of come help. Um, and hey, there's the picture. He's very strange creature. Dio makes here. uh, yeah, and Dio tries to convince this woman to become a vampire and be beautiful forever. Um, she slaps him. Good on her slapping Dio. I'd be terrified. This other guy, Goon of Dio, comes in, slaps her, and then yep. Uh, Jonathan Joestar to the rescue! Yay! Snakehead. It's JoJo's. Just you get. Yeah, I just gotta go with it. Uh, yeah. He has so many hands. Yeah. He's just been moving fast, grabbing them all. Yep. Deal with this goon very fast. And now he confronts Dio. Dio to fight time. Oh. There's all good art here, but it's yeah. He still Jonathan still feels like some connection with Dio as their child from their childhood. But yeah, now he's come not have like a sense of. Well, actually, he's so I don't know. Yeah, it's out of revenge now. Although it kind of already was, but it's more revenge now because he killed more of his family or friends. Uh, and then now this Dyer is coming in to fight Dio. He fell for an idiot on their cross split attack. It's the JoJo meme. Oh my god, JoJo meme. I remember this one being talked about. I forgot it was in part one. Yes, yeah. As I did watch part one anime, but now we got the Muda again not being translated, but just in the captions because I mean, it's fair enough. It's a fair part of JoJo meme lore or whatever. Yeah, it's instantly took care of Dire. Yeah. How dare you? And but yeah, even in like his last stand, he puts a rose in his eye. Uh, which Tio takes offense to, but and that gives Jonathan the clue that if you put him on into an object, you can bypass the freezing that he does to stone or yeah, ice or whatever. He's the vile Hamon, but it's not as effective when you do it through an inanimate object. Like a rose is better because it has life in it. Yeah, like that's how he does it here. It requires physical contact. Yeah. Um, Zappelli with the Speedwagon with the commentary here. Cool. More roses. Nice. Johnson's gotten a lot better as we can, plainly see from the last since their last encounter. Bisects him. That's cool. And yeah, Dio has more tricks up his sleeve. Putting like his finger against his neck. Uh, Trying to like make him a servant. Um, and now he's freezing his leg. Not things aren't going good. But then uh, yeah, he said that he can't. Dio can't suck out his life force at the same time as freezing his body, which leaves him a bit open to this fire that he got from behind him. And with this flaming sword and the punch, he he turns the tides on Dio. But you can it's this good regeneration that you can rely on. Can squeeze out the vitamin acid. He making more JoJo Dio noises. Woo, worry. Yep. Then he smashes through his heart or whatever. Him on the light shining bright, like burning sun. Nice. He didn't name the move. That's lame. But nice. He's burning in his last stand. Here he kind of like a laser beam or his body through his eyes like a laser beam. His fluid through his eyes. Um, yeah. The moon, love it. uh, Yeah, he's crying because, his youth was Dio's youth. Uh, and Dio chops off his head, and then the Chinese guy gets it. No, don't do that. Okay, they shot. No one really knows what happens that day because it's their secret. There's some rumors, but not enough. And then he marries Arena. Good news. Speedwagons do feel as good as always. Then it continues on the boat. This Arena is kind of sad. He goes, Dio's back, even though he's just ahead now. Uh, JoJo, look at me in this pitiful state. And Dio, no. Uh, Basically, this one was longer than I thought. Remembered it being, but maybe the anime sped some stuff up. But yeah, it just big confrontation here at the boat. Um, Tries to save Arena, but with this last bit of Haman, he tries to do something, but didn't quite. Wasn't quite enough to finish. But then it tears up the thing that makes the boat explode. And they have this romantic interaction at the end of it, and it's all. But Dio will live on no matter what. Um, yep, that sounds true. Yep. Like Dio tries to take Jonathan's body, but he was able to avoid it. But uh, Jonathan Dostar died February 7th, 1889. Rest in peace. And they were in the but Marino made it out alive. That's just part one of the new era of adventure and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh yeah, so I really did speed through this, not reading, but just for content. I don't know. Part one, I gave it a 5. I think most people agree it's the weaker JoJo part. So I'm mostly trying to be positive, trying to look forward to what's coming next. But there's still some stuff that you could say is like good from this part, but I don't know. Still, on the whole, it just seemed a bit half baked. So yeah, definitely looking forward to the future parts. And yeah, I guess I'll see you next. Sorry, this is late. Or yeah, I think I'm not going to be able to keep doing this consistent um schedule in terms of doing everything every week, but basically I won't go out of order. So if I do a JoJo's, it's always going to be Naruto next. If it's Naruto, it's always going to be the next series, which is right now is Oshinoko, and then Yu Hakusho, and then back to One Piece. And then the next one, yeah, JoJo now. Um, but yeah. So if you liked, I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. Maybe they want to say more about JoJo. I don't know. Speedwagon's best, but I don't know. Even he's like, I hope he grows more in the next part. Um, I know Pillarman come in next part. But I have to wait till part 3 for stands. So yeah. I'm looking for stuff. Bye. Have a good one. Like, subscribe. See you later.